Okay, the question of today is, how do you make more money in your business? Now, let's say, for instance, you got a business that has multiple services. And I'm going to use myself as an example. I have a business in which I provide a service. And the main service that I provide, what I specialize in, is painting. But up underneath painting, I also know how to do other services, which pay a lot less than I would if I was painting a house. So what happened with me is, at one point, at first I was painting houses, and then I started doing other services. And those other services, I started taking pictures of them and putting them in my portfolio. And then I started marketing those other services along with my main service. But let me tell you what the bad thing about that is. It's better to focus just on the service that's going to make you the most money than to be doing all these other small little things. Because what's going to happen in your business is you're going to start getting more little small jobs than you would big jobs if you keep doing them little small jobs. If you advertise for those small jobs, people are going to be calling you for them small jobs. Now you're going to tie up all your time doing small jobs. And when you do a small job for one person, then that person tells another person. Now you're wasting all of your time doing small jobs. So if doing small jobs is your thing and you don't have no goals, that's cool. If you're just doing it just to get by, just to kill time, or you don't really need the money, that's cool. But if you want to make real money, you must not waste too much of your time doing small jobs. Not saying that you can't do no small jobs, but just don't waste too much of your time doing it. Don't put the small jobs as a service you offer when you market your business, and when people see the sign or the business card or the flyer, you don't want them calling you to do no small job. You want your big job, which is, for me, is painting, and I want that paint job to turn into maybe a few small jobs with that same client. I don't want to be doing small jobs for multiple people and no paint jobs for those multiple people. You want the service that you provide and the one that's your money maker to open the door for the smaller jobs. Because if you can make the money, if you could get the big job, now you paid. Now you straight. You got a big job. So now doing those other little small services won't be a problem, because you've already made most of your money doing your main service. So with that being said, like, it's important to not be too all over the place with your services. If you specialize in one thing, let that one thing open the door for other things. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened with me. That's what I figured out. Like, you can't just be doing all these small jobs, all these odd jobs for people. You just need to stick to painting, because that's where the money at. That's where you make your money at. And if the client that I'm painting a house for needs a fan put up or something odd done, like soffits or design in their yard, or whatever the case may be, then yeah, I could do that for you, because I've already made my money. But in order to get organized and structured and financially set, you must emphasize on the portion of your business that makes the most money. That's what you want to highlight with your business. And let that open doors for the other small stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to let your big part of your business, or the thing that you make the most money from, open the door for other opportunities which may be smaller, but only with that client that you've made the money with. You know, and that's how you generate wealth. Because if you do a big job for somebody and then you do a couple small jobs, this client is going to offer you to go and do a big job for somebody else, for their friend. And then a friend will recommend you. If you're doing good work, then they keep recommending you for the big job. And each time you do the big job, you also get an opportunity to do the small jobs while you're doing the big jobs. So now you actually making some money and you seeing some leeway because you're letting your big job open the door for the smaller jobs. You know what I'm saying? What you specialize in opens the door for all the other services. It's simple. But a lot of people don't realize that they waste a lot of time doing small jobs for 100 different people. Imagine you do a small job for $100 for 10 people. You only made $1,000, and you had to go to 10 different places to do 10 different things, and you probably ran into 10 different problems. You know, at the end of the day, it's not really worth it. Versus you do 10 big jobs where you're profiting $2,000 from those jobs, and you making what is that, $20,000? What up, 10? Whatever, you do the calculations. But if you multiply that, you could actually see yourself making money. Actually see yourself making money, and you also have the additional job, so you're making extra money. So now you have money to save, now you have money to invest, and now you have money to pay your bills, all because you let that big job open the door for the smaller ones. Okay, so I'm out. That's all I had to say. And boom, I'm gone.